Namaste, good evening. I am Naveen Gursidaya, your self empowerment coach. I empower students, employees, and business owners overcome challenges in their lives and achieve peak performance by enabling them go deep within. Welcome to today's live session with Naveen, me. I am truly happy that all of you who join me on these live sessions spend so much of your valuable time with me on various topics and pointers which I come up with every day to discuss with you and enhance our horizon of our minds and also enhance our thinking capabilities to make it much more broad and to see to it that we become mature individuals with a lot of professionalism and ethics running in our blood so that it becomes a daily practice for us to achieve happiness and contentment in life. Thereby, we become good souls on this planet, spreading a lot of love and happiness around. So, today we have quite a few people who have joined us on Facebook. Good evening, Gulshanji. Thank you so much for joining. Good evening, Mithil Bhai. Thank you so much for joining. Hi, Rupashri. Rupashri joins us on Instagram. Thank you so much for joining. Mithil Bhai says, wish you happy birthday. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much, Mithil Bhai. Truly appreciate you coming on the live session and wishing me happy birthday. Truly appreciate your gesture. Truly appreciate the love which you share. Thank you so much. Rupashri says, happy birthday on Instagram. Thank you, Rupashri. Thank you so much. I wanted to make my birthday special by spending these few minutes with all of you on this live session. So it's a privilege, and trust me, it's a lot of happiness. All right. So Mithil Bhai says, you deserve it. Thank you. Thank you so much, Mithil Bhai. Thank you so much. Shobha ma'am joins in. Thank you so much, Shobha ma'am. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Truly appreciate your gesture and your kindness in coming on the show and wishing me happy birthday. Truly appreciate it. Beena Auntie joins in. Thank you, Beena Auntie. So today is just going to be a live session with me thanking everybody for the birthday wishes. Thank you, Beena Auntie. Thank you so much for the birthday greetings. Appreciate you getting on the show and wishing me here. Truly appreciate that. Okay, so we have good number of people for us to continue our discussion from yesterday, which is how to avoid and manage conflicts. Again, as I said, it is a topic which was given by or requested by Gulshanji. So I believe it went well yesterday, and I was able to touch some of the real values when it comes to avoiding and managing conflicts. And I hope all of you were able to relate as well. So, request for everyone who are there on the live show to put in hashtag live in the comment section. And all of those ladies and gentlemen who are watching me on the replay or the recorded version, request you to kindly put in hashtag replay in the comment section. Gulshanji has a comment. A very happy birthday, Navinji. Stay blessed and happy always. Thank you, Gulshanji. Thank you so much for your best wishes. Truly appreciate them. Truly appreciate them. All right. So, with that, and by the way, just to tell everyone, my birthday has been going great. I've been getting a lot of gifts from family and friends, and I've been bestowed with hundreds and hundreds of people wishing me today, making my birthday even more grander, even more happier, and much more wonderful. So, thank you for everyone for all your best wishes. Keep showering them with me, and I'll try to bring in a lot of value in each and everyone's life. Thank you. Thank you so much. With that, let me directly get into the topic, how to manage, how to avoid or manage conflicts. Today is part two, and I would be concluding the topic, this particular topic today, and I'll be starting a new one tomorrow. Okay, so I would also request everyone to please visit my website naveenguru.com, wherein I have put in a lot of content on self empowerment and also on my coaching program, Empowerment for Excellence. With that, let's directly get into our next pointer for the day, which is do not procrastinate or avoid resolving the difference of opinion, resolve it ASAP. What does this mean? Before that, just give me a second. Let me see some of the few more joinees who have come in. Hi Abhijit, thank you so much for joining in. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Truly appreciate you coming on the live session and wishing me. Thank you so much. So we are continuing. People who have not there yesterday, I'm just letting you know that we are continuing our topic today with part two, how to avoid or manage conflicts. And in the end, I will do a quick rerun of yesterday's topics. So please stay till the end, and you would get to know what are the topics which we discussed yesterday as well. So coming back to the pointer which I started with, do not procrastinate or avoid resolving the difference of opinion. Resolve it ASAP. So sometimes it so happens that due to some constraints which come in or due to some obstructions which come in, we are having a discussion with the other party, which is an argument, or it can be a conflict, or it can be a difference of opinion. Or as I said yesterday, if you think that the discussion is getting worsened, or if you think that the discussion is going to precipitate the matter, I told you to take a break, because if you take a break and there is a time gap, the nerves can cool down, the nerves can calm down, minds can cool down. So that might also happen. So for multiple reasons, if there is a break in the discussion, please do not procrastinate getting back in discussion with that opposite person or opposite people, because it can be like you are encouraging the other person to hold a grudge against you, or it can be like fire can be growing within. You never know. The break state can calm the nerves, or the opposite effect also might be there. Okay, so cool nerves or grudges or people getting angry, whatever it is, whatever the situation is, do not let the pending discussion wherein a difference of opinion arose, do not let that stay as is. Okay, please, and do not procrastinate. I'm like, okay, fine, I'm pretty busy now, who's going to get back into that argument, who's going to talk to that guy, or who's going to talk to this girl. Don't do that, whatever it may be. And whatever the age or gender of the other person, or even the category of whatever they are in our lives, they can be our relatives or friends or even colleagues, whoever it may be, please do get back to them and resolve the difference of opinion at the earliest. Do not keep it pending for a long time. Okay, so logically close it, have a deal, or strike a deal, or arrive at a common ground, shake hands. Some people also say that kiss and patch up, right? So whatever it is called as, please do conclude it. Whatever the difference of opinion is, do not procrastinate it further. Okay, Instagram, I think there is a problem. I don't know why there are issues these days. um just a second. People on Facebook, today I'm facing an issue on Instagram, and I don't know why this is coming up. Let me quickly see. It says reconnecting. I don't know. People on Instagram who have joined me, Probably, let's say live video paused. Just give me a second, guys. Let me just get back and try to start the Instagram session. Okay, back again. Hope the people who are there on Instagram, it was Rupa and Pragya, they come back. All right. Apologies for people on Facebook and YouTube. There was a bit of a glitch on Instagram. All right. So moving on to the next topic, which is, or rather, next pointer under the topic, how to avoid or manage conflicts. Discuss and concentrate on the issue. Okay, whatever the issue is, or whatever the difference of opinion is, or whatever that particular point is, discuss on that, the point of discussion or the topic. Do not attack a person's character, or do not use abusive words. As I said yesterday, if you remember, you have to maintain a higher platform when you are in argument, or when you are in a conflict with the opposite person. So please maintain a higher platform. So how do you maintain a higher platform? You do not attack the person's character. You do not say, okay, you are useless, you cannot work, you cannot put in your thoughts in mind, you do not have a brain, or whatever it is. Do not, or you're not educated, you come from a poor background, you come from a backward background. Please do not attack the opposite person's or people's character. One, and also do not use abusive words. It's very easy to start using abusive words, but when you are in a conflict, maintain high level of professionalism, and do not comment on the character, or do not use abusive words. It's a human tendency of some people to use abusive words, or bad words, or cuss words, right? So do the difficult part, because sanctity, goodness, all lies in the difficult part, which is controlling yourself, attacking the opposite person's character, and not using abusive words. That can take a discussion which can be really simple, that can take it to a next level of making it worse. Whatever could have been resolvable by just a few pointers to be exchanged, a few statements to be made, that can make it go really worse if you use bad words. You must have experienced it. So again, not just using bad words, you also not supposed to comment on the other person's character. Always stick to the issue. And even if the other person is, let's say, using bad words, or if the other person is getting onto your character, what have I said yesterday? Just to remain calm and say, listen, I have not lost my cool, I have not raised my voice, I'm not using bad words, and I'm not attacking your personal character. Hence, I request you, maintain your high level of platform, or maintain high standards, and say, I request you not to get into these pointers. Do not use abusive words, because I am not using. Do not attack my personal character, because I am not doing it. So when you are not doing it, you have the authority to tell the other person. You can request or even command the other person not to use abusive words, or not to attack personal character. So you need to maintain it first, so that you get an authority and maintain a high standard to tell it to the other person. um, Mohan asks a question here on Instagram. Thanks for sharing that question, Mohan, and thanks for joining in the session. In case it has gone into a conflict, any tips to disengage from the conflict? Yes, certainly. So I had spoken about some of the pointers yesterday, Mohan, and I would be doing a rerun on those pointers. Hopefully, they'll be certainly touching upon how to disengage from a conflict. The point here is how to avoid or manage a conflict. So there itself, if at all you avoid or manage a conflict in a proper professional manner by maintaining high standards, it becomes very easy to disengage a conflict. But let me just go through the other pointers. Hopefully that should be answering your question. Otherwise, I would certainly come back. And Vinay had joined us yesterday, who had a question. I had told him to wait till I finish. Hope he joins today, and I hope he gets an answer. And Gulshanji, I had told you also to kindly let me know if I touch upon your question. So as I move forward, let's see if those points get touched. Okay, so discuss and only concentrate on the issue. Do not attack the person's character or use abusive words. Let's see a few comments coming in from people on Facebook. Shobha ma'am says live. Pragya, thanks for joining, Pragya. You were there on Instagram. I don't know, there was some glitch on Instagram. I lost you there. I'm glad you joined back here. Truly appreciate it. I have Dr. Mahesh joining in. He says, happy birthday. Have a nice day. Thank you, Dr. Mahesh. Truly appreciate you joining my session and wishing me on my birthday. I appreciate that. Hey, Mukta, thanks for joining in. Mukta has a comment. Unhealthy and bad language is bad for health as well. Yeah, you bet. You bet. See, when you talk about bad words, let me comment on a bit of reality, or let's all go into a bit of reality. We all know when it comes to bad words, it's always nice and fun to use it on your close friends. Don't you think so? Bad words, when your close friend calls up and you use a bad word to greet him, that's out of love. That makes your relationship stronger. Okay, so even if you're used to bad words, please use them in such situations wherein you know the person really well and the other person knows you really well, and share it as a sign of friendship, as a sign of love and closeness, but certainly not when you are about to enter a conflict or you are in a conflict. So as Mohan was asking how to disengage from a conflict, if you attack the other person's character and if you use bad words, disengaging becomes really difficult. That can become next to impossible, because the other person must be sharing a difference of opinion, but to use a bad word or comment on his character, he does not want to resolve. He keeps a grudge. He or she takes back home a very bad taste about you, and we do not want that, because the point was discussing your different views on a particular point. Okay. Vindhya joins in. Hi, Vindhya. Thank you so much for joining in. Thank you. Thank you so much for the birthday wishes. Truly appreciate you joining me here and wishing me on my birthday. And you also have a comment. Well, this point is so true even in personal relationship. To directly discuss the issue rather than character dissection. Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you so much, Vindhya. Thank you for raising that point. Appreciate it. Rupa joins back in on Instagram. Sorry, Rupa, I don't know what was the problem. Technology was the problem. So thank you so much for joining in on Instagram. Okay, let's move ahead with the next pointer. Do not take it to your ego or touch others' ego. This is in sync with the previous point. What happens is every one of us have egos, right? Ego should be maintained at a healthy level. If there is no ego, then probably you are something else. You're not a normal human being. So people who say I don't have any ego, they don't know that they have a ego, and that should be maintained a bit at a healthy level. And in one of the live sessions in the very first week, I had said that ego is like inflation in an economy, right? Inflation has to be there in healthy limits, right? If there is inflation, then people are spending and buying and the economy runs in a smooth manner. Ego and right. So if inflation becomes more, then people start losing money. They have to spend a lot, things become costly. And if inflation becomes really small, businesses take hit. Similarly, ego should be maintained in healthy limits. People cannot take out ego whenever there is a discussion happening. People cannot bring or make ego as a center point of discussion whenever there is a conflict, right? You cannot make it the discussion touch your ego, or you should not touch the other person's ego as well. ego has not got any place to stay in a discussion, in an argument, even in a fight, or it can be a conflict. Oh my god, the live video again stopped. I don't know what the problem with Instagram is. My net seems to be perfectly fine because both Instagram and Facebook are on the same network. So again, people on Facebook, seek your excuse to kindly bear with me so that I come back and connect on Instagram again. I think there was an error with your broadcast. Instagram is saying there's an error with my broadcast. Okay, I don't know what's happening. Let me see. If it happens again, then probably I'll have to drop Instagram and continue with Facebook because I can't be making all of the Facebook people wait for a long time. Okay, all right. So as I said, do not take it to your ego or touch others' ego. Ego does not have a place in a conflict. Discuss the point. Discuss your knowledge, your skills, or discuss your opinions really well so that there is clarity in the discussion rather than bringing your ego in between or touching upon somebody else's ego in between and making it worse rather than your point, whatever you are trying to prove, does not get resolved at all or does not go across the table. Rather, ego clashes start happening everywhere and things start going down south. So do not make ego as a part of your discussion wherein there is a difference of opinion, neither yours nor the opposite person's. Okay, now we have few more comments coming in. Mukta says, true, that is with friends out of love, but foul thinking and language creates your own aura. That means you will attract those who speak bad language too. Very well said, Mukta. Truly agree with that. Shekhar Uncle joins in. Hi, Shekhar Uncle. Thank you so much. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Appreciate you coming here and wishing me. That's so nice of you. Shobha ma'am says everyone must have ego like salt. No more, no less, for it will spoil the taste of the food. Well said, well said. I equated it to the inflation, and Shobha ma'am is being a lady. She's relating it to the food what we take. So yes, rightly said. Ego should be like salt, not more or not less. Thank you for sharing that point, Shobha ma'am. That was a really nice one. Okay, what's the next pointer? Do not discuss beyond a point in public. Let's say there are a group of people, or you are in public, and a discussion happens. Okay, or rather, discussion starts, which can you can label it as conflict. Okay, but when that particular discussion starts, and you think that it's getting a little heated or it might go a little bit out of hand, then please do go to a private place with the other person or with maybe a little bit one more than one person and discuss it in private. Okay, make it a one-on-one private discussion. There, if at all some emotions do get, some sparks get generated, even then the other person will not get that offended as he or she might get offended when this is happening in public. They'll feel insulted when you are continuing a conflict in public, and if the other person says something, even you can get insulted. You can even feel insulted. So do not, after a beyond, let's say you can't help it, say there's a meeting going on, or you're a group of relatives, you're at a party there where there are friends and relatives who are sitting there, and there is a difference of opinion. Okay, either break state, or if you want to end it then and there itself in a very healthy manner, please do go aside, take that person aside and discuss it one on one and close it there. do not discuss it in public. So it can again create a lot of insult, not just between you both. It can create a lot of insult and disrespect in between so many people, and that's certainly not wanted, because you did not gather there to prove your point of view, or did not gather there for any difference of opinion. You gathered there for some other purpose, that is a meeting review, or a wedding, or a friends meeting after a long time, a get together, or even a party. So that is a purpose. The purpose is not that your opinion is better or the other person's opinion is better. Hence, when you reach a particular point, do take the other person aside. And as Mohan was asking, Mohan was there on Instagram. Unfortunately, Instagram conked up, and I hope I'll request Mohan to watch this video later, and I also hope that he gets to he gets an answer to his question. So disengaging from a conflict, when you go aside, go in a private place, close it out, logically conclude it, shake hand, and come back. Okay, so that would be a very ideal situation to not let it go to bad state. The last pointer what I have for the day is never ever discuss conflict matters in text, chat, or email. Okay, that's the worst thing you could do, because what happens in emails or WhatsApp chat or even SMS is emotions do not get reflected. You might be using emojis. Okay, you might certainly be using emojis, but those emojis do not reflect your professionalism. They do not reflect your high standards, your politeness, your niceness, your goodness. They do not reflect. So WhatsApp emails are for regular communication, which needs to be conveyed. But if it's a conflict, do not do it on text, chat, WhatsApp chat, or Facebook Messenger, or even emails. Do not do it, because as I said, they do not reflect the emotions. But if you rather, if the person is not in front, if you're in the same office, sitting in the same building or same floor, go to that person's table and discuss it out. Okay, else if the person is far away, give a call. If you don't have the number in the chat, ask for the phone number and talk to the other person, wherein your voice, your volume, your tone, everything depicts the emotion. Okay, so with that, the other person actually, oh, okay, oh, this is what you meant, is it? Okay, I took it wrongly, my bad. They can say that. So please do not have a discussion or a conflict in emails, chat, and texts. That can be really, really bad, because they do not reflect any emotions. And one more thing, talking about emails, when you have to express your opinion, do not mark the whole world in CC. Okay, first of all, I wouldn't suggest continuing the email. Pick the phone, talk to that person, go to that cubicle. In COVID times, it's again, people are not going to office, so pick the phone, call the other person, and talk. But if it's the case of you being at a far away, pick up the phone and talk, right? So but the point is talking to the other person in voice, face to face or on phone, and not on text messages. Now I was talking about you not marking the whole word in CC. Okay, neither it's helping the situation, neither it is helping you prove your point. It's rather spoiling everything, and a lot of insults are also gained, and other people who are in CC are enjoying. They are having an entertainment, because you both are exchanging your point of views and in a conflict. So please avoid marking people in a lot of people in emails if it has taken a conflict mode. Okay, immediately stop, pick the phone, talk to the other person. So these are the pointers which I wanted to share under this particular topic, how to avoid or manage conflicts. Let's see a few comments coming in on Mr. Gulshan says perfect. India says, now in scenarios like lockdown, what if the same thing is on phone, like a call conflict where opposite person is not open to listen? Okay, when the opposite person is not open to listen, you have to still maintain your high standard. Okay, please do drop a text saying would love to speak to you because our discussion was concluding. So this means that opposite person is not open to listen. There is a break. There is a break in the discussion. Okay, it's either the opposite person is right or you're right. Then nothing was concluded. So please do drop a note saying I would request you to call me back for us to conclude the discussion what we had, or for us to arrive at a common ground, whatever might be a good polite approach from your side. So please do show or tell the other person that you're still interested to discuss, you're still interested to listen and take it to a logical closure. So please do that. So take initiative from your side. If the other person doesn't listen or other person hangs up, okay, let's say hangs up, you're trying to say something, but if at all you are raising your voice or not maintaining a normal tone, the other person might be frustrated. Okay, do not even let the other person hang up. Okay, if they're not listening, request them to listen, or else do one thing. The best thing is listen to them, hear them out completely. Okay, once you're done, whatever it is, try to see if they have a sense, if they are making sense, because they might be, you never know. Once that is done, digest those facts. Out of that, whatever you have to say, okay, fine, I get this, let's do this. However, I wanted to say this, can we both do this together? Okay, so that way you are making the other person listen to you. Okay, and if the other person is not is not hearing you out, you can still say, I heard you out. I was quite such a from such a long time, I was listening to you. Now, can you please listen to me? I heard your points. Can you hear my points? Can you listen to me? So that we both amicably resolve this issue, sort out our differences, and continue to do whatever we are meant to do. So I hope, Vindhya, that makes sense. If at all it makes sense, please do put in the comment section, makes sense. I'll understand. I did touch upon, right? But whatever it is, however unprofessional other person is, it is your prime responsibility to maintain a high standard of conversation and a high standard of behavior. With that, you always have a good authority with the other person to make things settle down and discuss it out. Okay. Vindhya says thumbs up and not make sense. So I don't know if thumbs up is just an okay or it actually made sense, Vindhya. But if at all, Vindhya, you want to have a one-on-one discussion, please feel free to um, set up a meeting with me or feel free to call me. I would be more than happy to discuss if at all it's a situation, and I can certainly give you more pointers on that. Gulshanji says you have covered all parts of the topic that gave amazing tips to avoid tone and fleek the conflict. Thank you so much, Gulshanji. Thank you. The topic was given by you. Thanks for that. And with this comment, it gives me immense confidence that I did justice to the topic. So thank you. Thank you so much for this affirmative comment. Okay, Vidya says it makes sense. Okay, glad to know that, Vidya. Thank you so much. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for us to quickly wrap up from whatever we discussed since yesterday. What was it? Never raise your voice and keep your tone neutral. So all those who joined in today and they were not there yesterday, you can look at this wrap up, and it can also be a memory refresher for people who are there on my live session yesterday. So never raise your voice or keep your tone neutral. Second point is when the difference of opinion arises, express your opinion respectfully others, like dear sir, ma'am, whatever it is, Mr., Mrs. Do not, even though you feel like abusing, control. You are a mature human being. Be calm and address the other person respectfully. Let go of the issue if continuing might precipitate the matter. That is, take a break. The break state calms brains, cools nerves. So that was about break state. Bring yours and others' mind to a peaceful state and discuss. Right? So request other persons, like, do not lose your calmness. Let's discuss coolly. Let's discuss without getting angry. Let's discuss without each other becoming prey of negative emotions. Let's be professional and continue our discussion. Bring your mind to a peaceful state, keep it in peaceful state, and also tell the other person, make an attempt for the other person to bring their mind to a peaceful state, because when you're in a peaceful state, then no negative developments will happen. Okay, then we also discussed today, we started with this: do not procrastinate or avoid resolving difference of opinion, resolve it ASAP. Another pointer was discuss and concentrate on the issue, do not attack a person's character or use abusive words. We discussed that about today. Do not take it on your ego, or do not touch the other's ego as well. We discussed on that. Then do not discuss beyond a point in public. When you think it's going a little out of hand, make it a private one-on-one discussion. And the last point what we touched upon was never ever discuss conflict matters in texts, that is SMS, or chat like WhatsApp or Facebook Messenger or emails. And we also discussed do not keep the whole world in CC and give an entertainment to the other people. Okay, keep it one on one. Pick up the phone and talk, or get on a Zoom call and talk, or go to the cubicle and talk. It has to be vocal. It should not be in text, because emotions do not get expressed there. And India asked, what if the other person is not listening? Then I mentioned there as well, which made sense, that you maintain a higher standard and first listen, hear them out, listen to them, and then once you have started speaking, so do request them to listen to you and arrive at a common ground amicably. Those were the pointers we discussed today. And I would also request you to kindly uh, visit my YouTube channel, Empowerment for Excellence, where I've been putting in a lot of videos with amazing and awesome content on self empowerment, empowerment stories, and interviews of people who have self empowered themselves, and they share their stories, and also people talking about their specialities, their domain expertise in those interviews. So please do visit my YouTube channel and subscribe, and also click on the bell icon for notifications. Let's see, we have few more comments coming in. I asked for someone else I know who's struggling. Okay, Vindhya, so it was not for you, it was for someone else. Please do convey to someone else, or ask someone else to watch this video on Facebook or Instagram, and probably they could relate in the replay video. Gulshanji says, memorable birthday of yours, as I do have my 22nd anniversary. Oh, wow. Awesome, Gulshanji. Thank you so much for sharing that. So, wishing you and your better half a very bright and a prosperous, happy married life. And congratulations on your 22nd wedding anniversary. May you both, as couple, along with your family, live a very happy life ever after for 100 years. Thank you so much. We'll be visiting, all of us would be visiting you on your 25th wedding anniversary, also on your 50th wedding anniversary. So may God bless you with so much of health, happiness in your life. And Gulshanji's one more comment. God bless you, always doing amazing service. Thank you, Gulshanji. Thank you so much for that. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of today's discussion and topic, which is how to avoid or manage conflicts part 2. I'll be ending this topic here with part 2. I'll be coming back with a new topic tomorrow. Please do join me there, and we will discuss and have more fun on a new topic. Okay, so till then, please take care. I'll get back to my family for enjoying my birthday evening. And till then, all of you take care. Stay healthy, stay blessed. Good night. Bye bye. Thank you so much.